Welcome to TV20 Classic Sports. I'm your host, Christian Patterson. From all-star matchups to championship games, we've reached into the vault to bring back a part of Cleveland history. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of TV20 Classic Sports.
Welcome back to Estabrook Recreation Center. Game 1 in the books. We're getting ready for Game 2 on this All-Star night. This time it is the Junior Division girls matchup in the All-Star game. Hi again, everyone. Adam Mendoza once again with Tim Wells. And Tim, we've got another fantastic game coming up in the second half of this All-Star night.
Yeah, the junior girls are going to be exciting to watch. The age groups, as you mentioned, are 13 to 15. Over 148 girls started back in January 14th, start their season, and finished up on March 26th. A lot of excitement again in this game. We're going to see a lot more fast-paced action. These are girls that were in the midget division, have now moved up to the junior division. A lot better skill, a lot of better shooters than what we saw in Game 1.
And these girls are the ones that are going to try to go up into the high school level and play, and possibly maybe play in the Midnight Basketball League coming up. We'll have that coming up later. We'll be talking about that. Let's talk about this evening's game in this junior division, some of the rule changes that are a bit different from the first game.
Well, one thing, they'll be playing 1 more minute a quarter. It'll be 7-minute quarters. They'll actually shoot from the regular foul line, and they will be allowed to press. If the game becomes a 15-point difference, then the press would be called off, because obviously we're trying to build self-esteem. Again, these girls also went through workshops prior to the season on code of conduct, drug awareness, and many other issues, because we feel it's important that they get that information during this season.
And we've talked about it once again. It's not just the athletic ability of these girls, it's the abilities off the court, in the classroom, a lot of things that make them an all-star, not just on the athletic field.
And that's what it's really all about, Adam. Today we see a lot of support. The parents came out. It really means a lot to the young ladies that are out here. A lot of these young ladies are going to be leading us in the future, and when we think about it, it's our job really to prepare them so that we have a great future to look forward to.
Well, let's find out who these young ladies are that will be playing in this second game. Let's go over to our PA announcer and Nate Mumphreys with the player introductions.
Your parents are always bugging you to get out of the house and get some exercise. But you've got your own way of doing things. You're your own person. You don't need to follow the crowd or the rules. And the last people you want to be like are your parents.
Johnny, tell them what they want.
Out! Out! There's no way he's out! It's impossible!
Actually, Coach, it's not. See, Jimmy had to travel a distance of 90 feet. He reached an average speed of 15 miles per hour. The ball left 2 seconds later than Jimmy and had to go 1.5 times the distance.
If education is important to you, talk to your child's school about raising academic standards. Call 1-800-38-BE-SMART for a free booklet and be a big league
Thus
parent.
enabling it to reach the destination at a much quicker rate.
Did you factor in the wind speed?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of the night's festivities. Our second game, we'll have the ladies in our junior division. These are ladies ages 13 through 15 in their all-star game. American Conference versus the National Conference. And now, for our lineups. First, from the National Conference, a 13-year-old fifth grader from Marion Sterling, representing Central, number 1, Letitia Hollis. 14-year-old ninth grader from Holy Name, representing Estabrook, number 3, Melissa Shepaniak. A 15-year-old ninth grader from Holy Name, also representing Estabrook, number 5, Crystal Dubiel. 12-year-old seventh grader from Wilson, Jefferson Middle School from E.J. Kovacic, number 6, Tierra Cunningham. A 13-year-old 8th grader from St. Ignatius representing Cadell, number 7, Carol Ann Brown. And a 14-year-old 8th grader from Martin Luther King from E.J. Kovacic, number 12, Shanetta McNair. And now tonight's starting lineup. A 15-year-old 10th grader from St. Joseph's Academy representing Gunning Park. At guard, number 2, Beth Boscarelli. 14-year-old 9th grader from John Marshall, also from Gunning Park. At guard, number 4, Tara Tiano. 14-year-old 8th grader from Avy Hart, representing Stella Walsh. Number 9, at guard, Joyce Showman. A 13-year-old 8th grader from Palmer Park, representing Gunning Park. A forward, number 10, Latoya Beetleman. And a 13-year-old 8th grader from Thomas Jefferson, from Clark. At center, number 11, Jasmine James. National Conference All-Stars are coached by Miss Monica Laluti from Stella Walsh. And her assistant, Miss Rosa Cassiano from Clark Rec. And now introducing the American Conference All-Stars. A 15-year-old 9th grader from Glenville, representing Glenville, number 1, Thomasina Jones. 14-year-old 8th grader from Nathan Hale, representing Alexander Hamilton, number 2, Tamira McLean. A 13-year-old 9th grader from the Islamic Academy, representing Thurgood Marshall, number 3, Fadila Olive. 15-year-old 10th grader from Access Hayes, representing Thurgood Marshall, number 4, Michelle Green. A 15-year-old 9th grader from JFK, representing Corey, number 8, Joy Simmons. 14-year-old 8th grader from Mary B. Martin. From Woodland, number 9, Lakeith Kiki James. 15-year-old 9th grader from John Hay, also from Woodland, number 10, Marla Harris. And now tonight's starting lineup. A 15-year-old 9th grader from JFK, representing Kennedy, number 5, at forward, Antoinette Heron. 13-year-old 7th grader from Central, representing Lonnie Burton, at forward, number 6, Ebony Wilson. A 14-year-old 8th grader from Central, from Lonnie Burton, at guard, number 7, Rachel Tarver. 15-year-old 9th grader from John Hay, from Selma George, at guard, number 11, Tiffany Wagner. And a 14-year-old 8th grader from Nathan Hill, from Zelma George. At center, number 12, Linda Watkins. This conference is coached by Miss Arlette Wright from Zelma Watson George. And she is assisted by Miss Shalita Gillespie from John F. Kennedy. Shake hands, ladies, and let's get it on. Our referees for tonight's game, Miss Antoinette A.T. Thompson and Carmela McMullen.
Well, there you have the starting lineups and the introduction of players for this second game in this Juniors All-Star game. And, you know, you have to talk about how this league, this is the All-Star game, but we did have a champion come out of this division.
Yeah, absolutely, and our hats have to go off to E.J. Kovacic, where they captured the junior championship by defeating Lonnie Burton 18-17. It was an outstanding basketball game, and we're going to see some great players from those teams that played in the championship game. And Adam, we talked about some of the rules beforehand. You talk about here, one of the things that we try to encourage is man-to-man defense. We found out talking to the high school coaches that if we can get the kids to play more man-to-man defense and learn how to play defense, we're helping them. So in our older programs, the juniors on up, we are now having the kids play sometime man-to-man defense.
Yeah, because when you get to that high school level, the whole scheme of defense has changed. You'll go man-to-man, you'll go zone, a little bit of everything. And we'll see a little bit of everything tonight as the tip-off is underway. And here comes Pastorelli with the layup off the tip. And she gets the first 2 points of the ball game as the national team in red double team up at the top. And Pastorelli is called with the foul on the block. As one interesting note, Tim, already starting off, you know the pace of the game is a bit quicker, and they quickly went to a double team right up at the midcourt line. Rachel Tarver on the right side, dribbles underneath, puts up the shot, misses it. Rebound underneath by Antoinette Herron, and she gets fouled as she tried to put back the shot on the offensive rebound. And the foul on Joyce Showman. That is her first of the ball game. There you see the coaches, Monica Laludi at the free throw line. Antoinette Herron does not get the roll.
She's been there quite a number of times this year during the regular season. 24 times. She hit 14 of them for 58%.
Missed on the second one. And I believe we have a lane violation against the Americans. They are in the gray uniforms. As the Nationals trying to get the inbound. And the foul underneath on Tara Tiano after the steal. Once again, on the inbound, underneath. Easy pickings for number 5. Antoinette Herron picks up 2 points. We're all tied at 2. Ball almost stolen away as Jasmine James looks underneath. Nice pass, nice shot. Taken up by number 10, Latoya Beidelman. And it's a 4-2 lead for the national team. Tarver, right side. Too much on the shot. Return rebound, gets the bounce. Antoinette Herron picks up her 4th point, and we're tied at 4. Here comes Bossarelli down the floor. Passes underneath. Ball knocked out of play by Herron. And the national team will continue to have possession. And Tim, we talked about the quickness of the game, and the pace much, much quicker. Set shot from the outside, just missing, was James. Ball tied up, and possession arrow will be for the national team in red. There you see Antoinette Herron.
Again, from John F. Kennedy Recreation Center. And Adam, you can see the pace, like we mentioned, was upbeat. You can see they're looking to get rid of the ball. They're setting picks. The more advanced play, again, in the junior division.
Rachel Tarver called with the travel. And here comes Tara Tiano racing down, has a man open on the left side, gets the pass off. Outside shot missed by Bossarelli. Ball out of bounds, and the national team will take control of the ball. 3:50 to go first quarter. We're all tied at 4 in this first quarter of play. Latoya Bottleman inbounding the ball. Gets it to James. James trying to work the baseline on the blocking call. It will be Tiffany Warner. As Jasmine James, in her 3rd year in this program, trying to work the baseline. She gets the ball left side, works it, shoots and hits. So Jasmine James picks up her first 2 points of the game. She averages 3 on the season.
There she is, Thomas Jefferson.
Shot taken up by Rachel Tarver, count it, and add another one possibly when she goes to the line to look for the 3-point play.
Little through the legs here, excuse me, come around. Again, didn't step up, give any help, came too late, made contact, and an easy bucket.
Rachel Tarver at the free throw line, tickles the twine. 50% free throw shooter on the year. She's got 3 points in this game, averages 8 during the season, 7-6 after the 3-point play. Here comes Tiano with it, working it up against the defense, trying to get by. Ball picked off. Wilson, right side. Lanes are filled. Loses it, throws it out to the right side, and here comes James down the floor. Passes it underneath. As Beidelman back to James and doesn't get it, and we've got a foul, a hack on the arm during the shot. She'll go to the free throw line for 2. 7-6 our score here in this first quarter. Junior Girls All-Stars. Jasmine James, 30% free throw shooter. Likes the Cleveland Rockers of the WNBA. Big hustler on the floor, misses the first free throw. Free throws could be very important in the second half of action, and she doesn't get the roll. Rebounded by Beidelman, back to James. Her second attempt doesn't go. She gets a gift, puts up the shot, and she's hacked by Linda Watkins. And she'll go back to the line to try to redeem herself. After missing the first 2 free throws, she has a second opportunity. And as we talked about it, Tim, before the game, the girls in the junior division will be shooting from the regulation free throw line. There, the rebound came right into her hands, and the foul by Linda Watkins getting a piece of it. And back to action, Jasmine James knocks in the free throw. 8-6 the score, or 7 up. Misses on the second. Loose ball coming out of the pack. Antoinette Herron on the left side. Good steal by Bossarelli. Came in to help out on the double team. Works it on the right side. Her pass got stuffed. Here comes Warner. Left side lanes her field. Goes up. Doesn't get it. Rebounded by Watkins. Yes, it's going to count. As Watkins got the rebound, put up the shot, and she'll go for the three-point play. 9-7, the American All-Stars leading it. They're looking to extend the lead by 3.
Well, you take a look at it right here. She's got one thing in mind. And again, they call the block. You saw the defensive position, both hands straight out. And then right here, you come up and there's body contact. It was a good call by Antoinette Thompson.
Couldn't make the first free throw and got the rebound. Couldn't get it the second time through. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Bossarelli right side. Tiano misses. Rebound shot by Latoya Beidelman, and that makes it 4 points for her. 9-9. James comes up with the steal. Trying to dribble through. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Rachel Tarver. Under 20 seconds to go. Man open downfield. Herron is hacked from the backside. On the foul is Jasmine James. That's her first. That's the 4th team foul for the national team.
Jasmine James impresses me in the fact that you can see the aggressive style of play. She's not going to give him the easy shot. Right here, you call it a good foul because you don't want to give her the easy 2 points, make her hit it from the free throw line. And right here, they're going to, it looks like they call it timeout.
Timeout called by the National All-Stars, and 9-9 tie with the second left in this first quarter. And we've been talking about it all evening, some of the programs that are available through the City of Cleveland Recreation Department.
Well, mom and dad at home, this is a message to send to the son or daughter that is at least 16 years of age. If they're a decent swimmer and they want to earn some money this summer, the City of Cleveland is hiring lifeguards for their pools. Again, for details, you can call 664-3018. We are having lifeguard training classes right now in our recreation centers. We'll train them. They can get certified, and then they can have a summer job this year with the City of Cleveland. Again, the City of Cleveland's hiring lifeguards. Call Luther Demery at 664-3018.
Antoinette Herron with 1 second left at the free throw line. She'll have 2 opportunities. Tie game at 9 and couldn't get the bounce. A little bit too hard on the rim. One more opportunity. And it doesn't fall through. And that's going to end the first quarter of play here at Estabrook Recreation Center. With the score 9-9 between the American and National All-Stars.
Well, Adam, when you think about Heat, you think about the Tribe. Talking about baseball. Yeah, we've been talking about the girls and the softball, but there's baseball programs for all ages in the City of Cleveland, whether you're a tot at the age of 4 or 5 or you're looking to play on the adult level. There's baseball programs for everyone. If you're interested in finding out where a baseball program is available for you, call 861-4767.
And you talked about the Tribe, and I think the resurgence of the Cleveland Indians in the last 5 or so years has also caused a resurgence in baseball in the city of Cleveland. I remember there was a time where, you know, not everybody was playing softball, but now it's back to the good old playing hardball. And the leagues in the city of Cleveland has been growing over the last couple of years from all levels.
Absolutely, and the program is set up in such a way that if you're just starting out, you never played it before, we have a program for you called Rookie League. We have T-ball. We can gradually take you to the product where you're going to end up being successful if you got any heart to go out there and play it.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of talent as we get this second quarter underway. And Tiara Cunningham on the dribble drive, going to the line, to the lane, to the hoop, but did not get the basket, and she got fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. And the foul will be on number 4, Michelle Green. That is her first. Still tied at 9, just underway in this second quarter of play.
Again, the officials doing a good job here tonight. Carmela McMullen and Antoinette Thompson. Tiara Cunningham from E.J. Kovacic.
Nails the first free throw. 27% free throw shooter.
Merit roll, honor roll. Poised young lady for her age, mature and a true leader.
This is the second, rebounded by McNair. Couldn't get her follow through. Now the American team down by 1, pass underneath. Bedelia Olive couldn't control the basketball and loses it out of play. 7-minute quarters on the junior level, 10-9, our score. On the left side, Sapaniak goes down to the floor, and the foul will be on Marla Harrod. That is her first. 10-9 is our score here. There you see the pass on the left side. Sapaniak trying to make a move to the hoop, and just a little contact there, and the foul called against the team. On the left side, and the layup. Tiara Cunningham picks up her 3rd point of the night, 12-9. The Nationals up on top. They're in red. Michelle Green takes the shot, doesn't fall. Rebounded underneath by Marla Harrod, couldn't get it. She gets the ball once again, and what are we going to get?
3-second violation. Is that what they call those things, Adam? 3 seconds?
3 seconds, camping inside the paint. Really, you got to credit the defense for that one because they just stood their hands up, really did not let her get an opportunity to take the shot. Underneath, McNair.
That was a nice pass by Tiara Cunningham, a nice assist. You saw she came down, she was looking down the floor, she makes the pass, easy layup.
Now the national team out to a 14-9 lead. Long 3-point bomb off the mark by Olive. Ball loose on the floor, and we've got a jump ball situation. The arrow will have it for the American team. 4:35 in this first half of action. Underneath, shot taken up high, arching shot falls for Fidelia Olive. Rainbow little jumper off the baseline, and the score is now 14-11. Nice move by Cunningham, and she gets fouled on the way to the basket. Cunningham showing a very quick first step out on that lane on the right side. A little move and then goes in. Blows right by the defense. Defense collapse, and she goes right still aggressively to the hoop, but gets fouled.
She's exciting to watch. Tiara Cunningham, favorite player Michael Jordan with the Bulls, and Michelle Edwards from her own Cleveland Rockers.
Cunningham misses the free throw. She's 1 of 3 tonight, 27% free throw shooter on the season, averaging 9 points a game, and there you hear the ball going into the hoop. She's got 4, 15-11. Nationals out on top. They're also in the bonus situation now. Michelle Green with the basketball right side, going inside, weaving in and out of the defense, puts up the shot, doesn't get it, crashing on the boards, and the foul will be called on Marla Harrod as she came in hard on the left side. Now they're going to call it on the national team. 3.5 to go. There you see the play underneath as Green put up the shot. Oh, they did get the right call. Harrod, she did crash from the backside, and they're going to walk it the length of the floor the other way as the national team in the bonus situation.
You can see that Monica's saying, yeah, that's right, 1-1.
And with the lead, 15-11. Timeout is called. We have player substitution. Checking in is Rachel Tarver. Sitting out is Thomasina Jones. At the free throw line, Shanetta McNair, averaging 13 points a game, a 71% free throw shooter. Nice form on the free throw. Good follow through.
See, she gave that look like nice. Everything was right there, and she knew it, Adam.
A couple of more player substitutions. Checking in for the American team, number 5, Antoinette Herron. McNair, a second free throw attempt. She's got 3 points in the game. Short on that one. And a lane violation against the American All-Stars. That's the team in gray. She'll have, like the old NBA days, 3 to make 2. McNair puts it up a little bit too hard to the right. And the rebound by Herron, bringing it down against the defense of Sapaniak. Down floor, Michelle Green trying to dribble through the defense. Loses it. Picked up by Olive. Her shot just a bit too high off the top of the backboard. And it will be national team ball. 2:15 to go. In this first half of action, 16-11 is our score. Tiara Cunningham dumps it into the corner. Long bomb just short by Sapaniak. Here comes McNair on the pass, driving in the lane to get the basket. She's got 5 points. 18-11, both teams in the bonus situation.
Here she is from E.J. Kovacic, Martin Luther King Middle School.
Short on the shot was Tarver. Rebound underneath, in and out of the bucket as Marla Harrod had the ball go in, and it just was a little goblin inside, rolling it out of the basket. But they still have the basketball right side. 1.5 to go in the half. Tarver, spin move, puts it up just short. Rebounded by Cunningham. Here she goes on the run on the left side, passing down floor. Had Sapaniak open, but just the pass over their head. And checking into the ball game now is Lakeisha James. 18-11, under a minute to go in this first half of action.
And in case you just joined us, you're watching CLV TV 35, where it's the City of Cleveland Junior Girls All-Star Game. National League in the red and the American in the gray.
And Michelle Green just stopped up at the line and popped one from the outside, cutting the lead of 18-13. And we've got a foul called on the block. And numbers Rachel Tarver getting called with a foul. Tiara Cunningham back at the free throw line. Both teams in the bonus situation. Cunningham 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Front of the rim. Loose ball, foul underneath once again on the hold. 18-13 is our score. And at the free throw line now for the national team is Carol Ann Prouse, St. Ignatius, an 8th grader representing Cadell. Aggressive ball player, one of the team leaders. 40% free throw shooter. Good form, and nothing but net on that one. 19-13. The national team leading it. In and out. Ball loose. Who's going to come out of the pack with the basketball. It will be the American team. 34 seconds, both teams in the bonus situation, 19-13. Timeout is called by the American All-Stars. Arlette Wright and Shalita Gillespie calling timeout with 34 seconds to go in this first half, 19-13. The national team, Tim, at the point looked like they were trying to run away with the ball game, but the American team hanging tough. And we talked about it at the beginning, how the free throw situation is going to be very, very key. 12 free throw attempts by the national team, and they have connected on 5 of them, while for the American team, 1 of 6. So down the stretch, free throws could be a factor, especially when you get those fouls early on and both teams in the bonus situation.
You know, what's really kind of is giving me a hint here, the National League team that is in red here seems to be a little quicker and more aggressive going to the basket, and I think that's why they're going to have more opportunities at the free throw line.
Rachel Tarver with the basketball, trying to work it in on the double team, works it underneath on the side. Shot taken up short by Michelle Green. Here comes a spin around jumper by James, doesn't fall. Shanetta McNair with 10 seconds, trying to get it down floor. Underneath, the shot taken up with very little time left on the clock. Ball out of play. 3 seconds to go in the first half of action. 19-13, the National All-Stars leading it in this ball game. Trying to get it down floor, and that's going to be it for the first half of action here at Estabrook Recreation. The score 19-13 as the Nationals lead the American All-Stars in this Junior Girls All-Star game.
Well, folks, we're at halftime of the Junior All-Star games. Stay with us, because what's coming up next is something you've never seen before, but a word called thank you.
I didn't grow up around here. My old neighborhood seemed like a million miles away. And when I got here, I wasn't greeted with open arms. So I did what I had to do. I fought back by walking away. In front of everybody, I walked away. Peace. Here you go.
Thanks.
I travel a lot, but you don't have to play in the NBA to visit new places and meet new people. All you have to do is pick up a book, because when you know how to read, adventures come to you.
Today's story is Little Shaq Hornet.
So no matter who you are or what you plan to do, learn how to read. It opens up a whole new world.
Shaq is the big dog.
It's a good thing he doesn't play basketball.
We have a very special presentation we'd like to show you at this time about somebody that went beyond the call of duty in the division of recreation. Hello, may I have everyone's attention? Hello, I'm Tim Wells, a manager in the Division of Recreation. Many employees do countless hours of work behind the scenes that never are recorded, but children benefit. This video is about one of the many employees that were part of the recreation family that made things happen in the past year. And we would like to say thank you.
For those of you who don't know, because I'm sure her face is well known now in the homes of all the City of Cleveland residents, this is Antoinette Thompson, the League Director for All-Female Athletics for the City of Cleveland. And AT, we're here on a beautiful day. We're getting ready to start the girls' championship round here. Prior to today, I mean, there was a lot that had to take place in order for these two teams to get here. Can you get us a start of how the season began?
It's been a great season. We've had a lot of great competition, and actually we have 2 surprise teams in the championship this year, so should be a very exciting game.
All right, now, how did the girls get to this point? How many girls did you have in the program?
We serviced over 400 girls this year in the midget and the junior division. Again, all of the girls are from all over the city. So again, we're looking at girls from everywhere.
Now, you were also instrumental in another project that the city has just started with their computer labs.
Oh yeah, the computer labs. Again, this is something that we offer year-round. This is something that we offer in every one of our recreation centers. The city, with the help of Michael R. White and the director and the commissioner, we have 5 beautiful computers in each one of our recreation centers.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I met this young lady on a tour of the rec division one day, and she struck me as someone I thought could really make a contribution to our children. I am told by the commissioner and the assistant director that this program was given to her to ensure that it was implemented and that we could come here today in order to cut the ribbon. I want to especially thank Antoinette for what she has done.
Hey, AT, thank you.
First of all, I would like to thank everyone for coming tonight. We're here to honor a special lady tonight. She's always has a smile on her face. She also tries to be a friend to everyone. We all know her as AT. I'm proud to present this award to you tonight for your kindness and support through all your years.
So now I'm supposed to make a speech or something, huh? I'd like to just thank everyone. I had 10 wonderful years in recreation, and I thought the party was over, but I guess the party's still going on. I love you all. Thank you very much.
Have it, a special presentation. Folks, stay with us, because when we come back, it'll be the start of the second half.
I'm a victim of child abuse. My life has been ruined because someone abused me very badly. Every day I fight to survive the flashbacks and nightmares. The effects are devastating, and for me, it's lasted my whole life. I suffer because I can't trust anyone. I want to fight back. I want people to know it's wrong to abuse children.
Oh, I can tell. Everybody's always a guy that can say that. I just know I don't sleep with women like that.
I've been told that by guys, saying, oh, well, you look pretty safe to me. How do you know? How do you know who I've been with? You don't. Nobody ever knows.
You don't know.
Nobody ever knows that I have AIDS unless I tell them. I could walk into a room and nobody would ever know.
More information about HIV/AIDS, call 420-8631.
Welcome back to Estabrook Recreation, where everybody's YMCA over here and having a great time. In case you just missed it, it was a great presentation where kids came back and said thank you not only to Antoinette Thompson, who that video was for, but to the many recreation employees in the city of Cleveland that go beyond the call of duty. Many times we look back and they always want to point out what we didn't do. But here was a lady, and there are many, many employees in the city of Cleveland, folks, that go beyond the call of duty, work the extra hours without pay, work weekends, and go through so that your children will have a great quality program. So we want to say thank you to those many employees, Adam, that have gone beyond the call of duty in the Division of Recreation. AT is only a symbol today, but we want to say thanks to the many others.
And it's all these people that are working that really help out the programs. I mean, they are the ones that keep the programs going, and you have to give. They're the ones that don't get a whole lot of thanks, and tonight we're giving that thanks to them. Well, we're underway in the second half of action, and Rachel Tarver started the second half with the basket. 5 points for her, 19-15. Underneath on the shot was Tiano. She couldn't handle it, and you know, during that presentation, Antoinette A.T. Thompson, you know, she had a tear going down. She was really moved by the presentation, and she really did not know that this was going to take place. So you guys are good at keeping secrets.
Well, they always said that recreation is one of the best kept secrets in town, and we believe it. We've got computer programs, art programs, aquatic programs, youth at risk, sports. We've got it all. It's all free. You know, check with your local rec centers.
It's easy as picking up the telephone. On the shot, Tiano coming up with the block, and the ball goes out of play. It'll be the red team. That's the National All-Stars. They have a lead of 4 points, 19-15 in the second half of action. Tiano working it against the press. On the right side, cutting up the middle. Dumps the pass. Intercepting it was Tarver, but Tiano comes the other way. Left-handed layup and in. Tiano picks up her first 2 points of the game, 21-15. Rachel Tarver stops, pops. Oh, couldn't get the roll. On the rebound was James. Passes it off to Heron, who gets the bucket. Antoinette Heron with 6 points, 21-17. The lead is 4. Tierra Cunningham down the floor. Make that Jasmine James. Underneath, ball taken away by Antoinette Heron. Down to Tiffany Warren. Underneath on the shot was McLean. Couldn't get it to fall. Trying to save it before going out of bounds was Lakeith James. And it will be the national basketball. On the inbound, Kristen Dubiel knocked out of play, and last touched by Tiano, and the...
She just gave it a gray because he hit her out of bounds.
Yeah.
Aggressive defense.
American team down by 4, looking to cut the lead 2, and the ball was not handled well by Warner. Here comes Tiano, ball loose again. Here comes Jasmine James, trying to go down on the left side, but a blocking call on Tamara McLean. Substitution coming in for the National All-Stars. Latoya Beidelman.
Tamara McLean.
McLean picking up her first foul of the ball game. Under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, 21-17. The national team in red with the lead as James dribble drive on the baseline. Gets the basket. She has 5 points on the night. 23-17. The lead is 6 now. Tiffany Warner couldn't get it. Rebound. Heron couldn't get the second shot to fall. Here comes Tiano the other way. Getting by Warner on the right side. Bounce pass. Couldn't connect. Tiano in the baseline. Into the court. Here comes Olive on the steal. Now James trying to go up, and the foul on the back by Jasmine James of the National All-Stars. She picks up her second foul. Now we're going to have some wholesale substitutions. Here you see the replay, Tim.
Well, you can see Jasmine's not going to give her an easy shot. And one of the things, Jasmine James, you get inside the key, she's going to get there. She's hustling and playing defense, and coaches from the high school seem to be watching and say, that's the best thing I've heard, kids playing defense. Everybody loves to shoot, to play some defense, get a hand up. Now we're talking.
Tiffany Warner couldn't get the shot to fall, and the foul. The American team in the first half shooting 33% from the field and 20% from the free throw line. Meanwhile, the national team 33% across the board in the first half, both at the free throw line and on the field. Now Tiano trying to get the ball, Racing up in the midcourt, trying to get the ball back, and she's going to be on an over and back. 2 minutes to go in this third quarter of play. 23-17 is our score. There you see she tried to hustle for the ball. Momentum took her over the midcourt line.
And that's okay, Adam, as long as you're out there hustling and giving your best effort. That's what it's about. I'd rather see the mistakes and effort and hustle than to go out there and not play.
Tiara Cunningham with the basketball, trying to work it inside to James. Nice pass inside, kisses one off the glass and in. Jasmine James with 7 points, 25-17. And Monica Laludi likes what she sees and quickly calls timeout with 1:32 to go in the third quarter. 25-17 is the score. The National All-Stars in red with the lead. Leading scorer for the national team is Jasmine James with 7 points on the evening. She came into this ball game averaging 3, so she's 4 over her season average. And there you see Jasmine James. Great player, very good person, a big hustler on the floor.
Park Recreation Center sends Thomas Jefferson, favorite team, the Rockers. And Adam, while we got a moment here, we would like to remind the viewers out there, 18 and over, be part of the first Women's Midnight Basketball League, ages 18 and over, ladies. Call 664-4889. It's getting ready to start. Time to be a part of it. We also have computer programs like AT started in the Division of Recreation. The number is 664-2321. There are computer classes for all ages at all recreation centers.
Back underway in this third quarter. No baskets. We're going to get a little bit of a traveling call. Good call by the referee, Camilla McMullen, out on top. There you see the move. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the NBA, you can get away with it, but not here. Here comes Tiano. Can't handle the ball. Good pressure defense. Kicking it out. Here comes Ebony Wilson underneath, under the basket. Too much under the basket. Michelle Green, second attempt, couldn't go. Ball slapped around. Green still has it. Tiano tying up. And the bonus will go to the American All-Stars. 25-17 is our score in this third quarter. 43 seconds to go in the third. Tiano with it, trying to work it by Green. Caught in the corner, ball knocked out of bounds, and the National All-Stars will keep possession of the basketball. Inbounding the ball will be Latoya Beidelman. She'll face pressure from Ebony Wilson. Underneath, Carolyn Prowse couldn't hang on to the basketball, slips through her fingertips and out of play. Under 11 seconds to go in this third quarter. Quickly working the ball down floor. Warner off to Tarver. No, got the shot off on time, but not close to the rim, so that ends the third quarter of play. With the score 25-17, and Tim, we've got something really special coming up now. We're going to be talking with two former high school players, or two high school players that have really come up through the city of Cleveland recreation system. We're going to get their thoughts about all the effects that this has had on their lives as they progressed in life.
Thanks, Adam. We've seen a lot of great basketball today, but we have two very special guests. When we talk about recreation, two girls that played in the program that have gone on to the high school. To my right is Monique Smith from Glenville High School, 11th grader, and kind of special in the Cleveland Public Schools as the most valuable player of the league. And also on my left from Collinwood High School, Crystal Lewis, who actually started playing basketball and recreation over at Estabrook. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you.
Monique, first of all, when you think back, MVP of the league, great season, 1998. How was the season this past year?
Well, the season for Glenville, it was kind of fun. It got hard it was difficult at times, but we maintained our games and we went out strong. We just had troubles with some teams, and that was basically it. We stuck together and had confidence in ourselves that we was going to go to the championship because ain't nobody else had faith in our team that we was going to make it because of Collarwood's great ability. And we just went out there with all our might, and we went to the city championship.
Well, that sounds great. And being in between Collarwood and Glenville, Crystal, obviously, I know it's arch rivalry. I'm in the middle keeping the peace, but you had to have a great season as well.
Right. We had a barely good season. Well, we could have did better at the end, but we lost to Glenville to go to the city championship. But we did real good. We're looking forward to next season. First of all, why don't we start from the very beginning? How did you get involved in basketball? Well, I was in the backyard playing with my cousin, and she decided to teach me to play basketball. Told me to run up and down the court with the ball, dribbling and stuff. And you were hooked after that? Yeah. What about you, Monique? How did you get involved?
Well, my family is sports. They play a lot of sports, and it's basically football. And my next door neighbor always kept me playing basketball with them. Then from basketball, I started going to Glenville Rec, playing around with the little boys with Elliot Lanier. He was my basketball coach. And from then on, I went up to junior high school, played for Patrick Henry, then Glenville. And here I am, MVP of the Senate, and trying to go to college.
Let's talk about that ultimate question everybody says. What is the real difference between recreation ball over at Glenville Rec Center and now Glenville High School? What's the difference between recreation ball and high school ball?
Well, between the two, high school is more competitive. They hustle harder than rec ball players. We basically, rec ball, okay, you plays around, miss practices, the coach won't yell at you, but high school basketball, you miss practice, you might get yelled at, consequences, you gotta run, lift weights or something you don't want to do, you might be tired, and he'll make you do everything to let you know you gotta come to practice every day in order to be good.
That sound familiar to you, Crystal?
Yes. Well, like she said, it's very competitive. You think you're very good, but them girls out there are tough. You gotta play hard.
A lot of the young ladies that are playing tonight in our All-Star game are pretty good athletes, as we've seen today, and a lot of them might be following in your footsteps, going to high schools. What advice would you give the young ladies that are thinking about going into high school and playing athletics?
Well, I just want to say stay tough, and when you think you're down, just get back up and play hard.
Monique?
Well, me, you should always keep your head in your books, have a good GPA or whatever, and just strive. Make a goal, and that goal that you set for yourself, make sure you achieve it by staying in school and not messing up early in life.
Well, as the city of Cleveland is appreciative of two people that we see here today, Monique and Crystal, and I'm sure there are many more, we talk about appreciation for really things well done. Just at halftime today, we had a great honor to really play a special tribute to Antoinette Thompson, our former league director, and obviously both of you knew AT very well. Maybe, Crystal, you want to start and tell us a little bit your feelings about AT?
Well, I think she's a very nice person. You throw something at her, she directly knows what she's going to do and what's going to happen. She's just very nice, knows what she's doing.
What about you, Monique?
But AT, she always stays on her players. She like to see young kids these days grow up and make something good out of themselves. And she really stayed on me, and I'm proud of myself as well as I know she's proud of me too for going to high school and playing ball. And she's really nice. Auntie, she's really nice.
Well, I know Antoinette Thompson would say thank you, as you said thank you to her today at halftime. Folks, stay with us, because when we come back, it'll be the start of the fourth quarter of the Junior All-Star Game.
After dating the guy forever, you think I could tell him anything. Why is this so hard? I'm really scared.
It takes a lot of guts to tell someone he's too drunk to drive. But you can do it. Just say it. Because if you don't, there may be nothing left to say.
Kevin, I'm gonna drive.
Take the keys, call a cab, take a stand. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
This is just one of the many parts you can play as a young Red Cross volunteer. Volunteer and play your part.
Welcome back to Estabrook Recreation Center. 25-17 our score as we head into the fourth quarter. Tim, very interesting package as we come back into this fourth quarter, talking about some players in this recreation system.
Yeah, two arch rivals, Collinwood and Glenville. We saw Crystal Lewis at halftime with a very special presentation AT. But when you hear the kids talk about academics, about how they started right back in their own backyard with their cousins, got involved in the recreation center, had the confidence to come in and say, I'm going to be a part of a great program and have a lot of fun. That's what it's really all about, and our really special thanks to them.
Absolutely, that is. It's more than the athletics. It's what you learn out of the programs here and what you take into life, into the classroom, and it's very easy to get involved.
So like Crystal Lewis said, it just takes one step into the recreation center and you're on your way.
Well, we're getting underway for this fourth quarter of action here. 25-17 is our score. And this has been an entertaining ball game here at Estabrook Recreation Center in our first game, also a very entertaining game. 25-17, the national team in red with the lead. Boy, good pressure defense, but they get the ball away. Shanetta McNair loses the handle of the basketball underneath. Boy, good pressure defense by the American All-Stars. As the national team inbounding it, Bassarelli from the corner. 27-17, the lead is now 10. Bassarelli averaging 14 points a game, 4 points in this All-Star contest. Ebony Wilson from the outside just missing. Ball loose into the corner, picked up by the Nationals. Here comes Cunningham, cross-court pass, very good pass underneath, and the basket is made by LaToya Bottleman. She's got 6. Good eye on the floor. You're in the midcourt area, you see somebody open on the backside, and you get the pass and you get the bucket, and the lead is now 12 at 29. Double team up at the top. Now trying to get it underneath as Antoinette Herron swatted away. Here we go from 3, and the shot is missed by Tiffany Warner. Rebound once again, the American All-Stars, and she calls timeout as Rachel Tarver had the basketball, was almost getting into that jump ball situation, but thought about what was going on and quickly called timeout with 5:22 to go in the fourth quarter. The national team, that team in red, there you see the coach, Monica Laludi, her team leading it 29-17.
We're looking at some performers here. They're having a great time over here at Estabrook Recreation Center. And when you're talking about performance, let's talk about show wagon. It's one of the more popular things happening in the Cleveland Division of Recreation. This is a performance show that goes throughout the neighborhoods during the summer months. There's auditions for the show wagon performances being held during the month of May every Thursday from 6 to 8:30. Call Chris Luciani at 664-2562. Again, that's show wagon auditions. If you think you can rap, rock, roll, dance, sing, whatever it is, something to offer and give back, give Chris a call today.
So I'm sure we will see Tim out there doing that. I'm sure the guys back in the truck would love to see that one, huh?
I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole, Adam.
Tim doing a little hip-hop. About 5 minutes to go in this ball game, 29-17 at the free throw line for the American All-Stars, as Tim does not say anything anymore to me.
No.
Antoinette Herron connects on the free throw. That's her first free throw attempt that she's made. She's 1 of 5 on the night. She has 7 points. Herron out of the John F. Kennedy Recreation Center, 58% free throw shooter.
But truthfully, Adam, when you look at it, a lot of the viewers that are watching here, they may not be sports oriented. They may not like, you know, playing basketball, but they might have some artistic value, or they might be able to sing. They may be able to dance. Everyone has something to contribute to our society, and they ought to go out there and try to do it to the best of their ability.
Well, absolutely. There is something for everyone in this recreation department. Shot taken up by Shanetta McNair, got a rebound and was swatted away, but the foul called on number 5. That is Antoinette Herron. That's her first foul as we take a look at the rebound. Then she got swatted from the backside. Back to action. McNair getting fouled in the corner. Actually, they're going to say she stepped out of bounds. 3:48 to go. 29-18 is our score. Ebony Wilson, right side, working it towards the baseline. Now the double team by the National All-Stars. Here comes Bossarelli on the steal. Goes in, and oh my, she got hacked underneath. And on the foul is Ebony Wilson, as Bossarelli was just hammered.
Well, you take a look at it here at home, folks. No question about the foul. Now, that foul would have happened probably about 3 or 4 years ago with these girls. They'd be ready to square off. But again, conflict mediation was part of the girls' basketball program. Hey, we're just out here to play basketball. Basketball bumps and those kind of things are part of the game.
Bossarelli will shoot 2 and hits the front of the rim. Bossarelli, 4 points on the night. Bobby Sura, one of her favorite players on the Cavs. This season averaging 14 points. Too much on the back of the rim, doesn't go. 0 for 2 for her on the night from the free throw line. We've got a foul. We'll walk the other way. A couple of player substitutions coming in. Melissa Spaniak checking in for Bossarelli. Spaniak playing in front of her recreation folks here at Estabrook. Antoinette Herron puts up the shot off the side of the rim. Ball loose, and we've got a jump ball situation. And the possession arrow continuing to stay. Quick inbounds, but they were not set up. Referees did not have the play set up, but that's quick thinking on their part, as Fadila Olive getting the ball inbounds very quickly. Another player substitution coming in. Marla Harrod checking in for Linda Watkins. Olive will inbound the ball right side of the basket. Passes it up top. Kiki James holding on to the ball. Inside, shot taken up, partially blocked. Olive on the left side, another block shot. Credit that one to Jasmine James, but the American team continuing to get the basketball once again. Antoinette Herron too hard, and Shanetta McNair after the rebound getting fouled, and well, the play is getting physical in this quarter.
Well, it's fourth quarter, 1 minute and 20-some seconds to go. And Adam, I know that I have to believe that some of this is just tiredness.
And what they're hoping for is to, in the last minute of play, when any whistle, clock stops. And we're at 1:04. So the next time the whistle blows, the clock will stop. Sapaniak up at the top, takes a long bomb, just missing. Rebound, McNair, and she gets it in. McNair with 7 points on the night, 31-18. The national team out on top. Tarver, left side, being hounded on defense by Tara Cunningham. Now she tries to work it again, just short. McNair couldn't handle the rebound. On the rebounded shot, Tarver couldn't get it through. Here comes Cunningham. Underneath on the right side, Sapaniak just missing on the long shot. 17 seconds, ball knocked out of play, and we'll have a jump ball situation. And it'll be the American team with possession. 16 seconds to go. 31-18 is our score. The American team down. On the right side, Michelle Green working it. Double dribble. Tried to work it inside, but gets called with the double dribble. 4 seconds to go. And that's it for this ball game as the Nationals win it 31-18 here at the Estabrook Recreation Center.
Well, folks, stay with us, because when we come back, we're going to have one more time a special presentation.
Michelle Edwards of the Cleveland Rockers, spokesperson for the City of Cleveland's first Nike Women's Midnight Basketball League. The game of basketball has given me the opportunity to fulfill my dreams. The same opportunity is available to you. Through basketball and life skills workshops, you have the chance to make your dreams come true. If you are up to the challenge, join the City of Cleveland's Nike Women's Midnight Basketball League. For more information, call 216-664-4889.
Hi, my name is Linnell Allen. I purchased this lot for $1 from the City of Cleveland's Vacant Lot program, and so can you.
Welcome back to Estabrook Recreation. It's been the Girls All-Star Day in the Division of Recreation with the City of Cleveland. We have a very special presentation. Al Seipels from Pepsi. Al.
Yeah, hi. On behalf of Pepsi and the City of Cleveland, Tiara Cunningham, I'd like to present this year-long sportsmanship award to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tiara Cunningham from E.J. Kovacic. This is a very special award, not just today, but a survey of all the coaches came back and they said for sportsmanship that you were one of the best in the league. And when you think of sportsmanship, obviously you have some great feelings about today's program. There might be some young ladies out there that are watching this for the first time. I don't know if I want to play basketball. I don't know if I want to get in. Give them some words of advice.
Just come out here and do the best you can. Have fun. There's a lot of new people you might not meet every day. Good friends.
Who's here tonight supporting you?
My stepfather, my uncle, my other father, my mother, my auntie, my other auntie, and a lot of my cousins.
What would you like to say to them? What would you like to say to them?
Thank you.
The famous word of thank you has been part of this, and a very special day. I understand it's your birthday today. Eternity is. Thank you, Tara, for coming by. Al, you want to step over here? Sure. Again, Pepsi Cola has been a big part of the sponsorship. And Al, I mean, you see this out here, a lot of kids having a great time. This doesn't happen. The kids are going to walk away with the shirts, the certificates, the pizza, the pop. I mean, you just have to have a great feeling.
I sure do. I mean, Pepsi's really happy to sponsor this. The skills these kids learn here, they're going to carry that through their whole life. And we're proud to be part of it.
Well, we thank you for being a big part of this. And we look forward to our enriched relationship throughout the next few years down the road.
Same here. We can't wait.
Hey, thanks, Al, for coming by. Okay, Adam. Adam, what a day.
Another great day of basketball here at Estabrook Recreation Center. 2 great basketball games, All-Stars, and you know what? It's more than just the good athleticism on the court. It's what they also bring to their rec centers and to the community, and this is what the program was all about. And this was the highlight of the athleticism, but we also talked about the special things that all these girls bring to the programs, and also talking about the rec programs themselves, how good of a program. If you don't know about the programs, it's very easy. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call.
And you talk about specialness. Today, we have, you know, the 2 young ladies that received the Sportsmanship Award. The kids coming back and saying thank you to AT for the work and the effort she put in. Not just AT, but the many recreation employees. And this doesn't happen without the sponsors. I mean, our special thanks has to go out to the City of Cleveland Mayor Michael R. White, Commissioner Mike Cox, and the Director for their support, as well as Pepsi Cola, who stepped forward to make sure that this program becomes a reality where all the youngsters will walk away with a good feeling and something in their hands. And Bella Pizza on Memphis Avenue also came through and provided the pizza for the kids, as well as the Muni Basketball Association. I mean, Adam, when we look at this, year after year, it just seems to get better and better.
And the talent keeps showing up, and we have great games. It's never a disappointing night. There's always somebody or, you know, one person or a couple of people that come up and shine, and we always see that happen.
And what would we be without our crew? CLV TV35, you've done a tremendous job. I won't mention all the names because I know I'll forget someone, but I want you to know it was greatly appreciated. And folks, if you like what you saw today, there's a lot of programs going on in the Division of Recreation. You can call 664-2561 and we'll try to give you some direction on where you can go get these free recreation programs because they're for you, the citizens of Cleveland.
Well, Tim, another night is wrapped up. Some great basketball, and as always, you end the program.
As always, our mission statement is providing quality services. We'd like to thank you for joining us and being a part of tonight's show. Again, for Adam Mendoza, Tim Wells, Adam, again, thank you for coming out. And for CLV TV35 in the city of Cleveland, good night, everyone.
We hope you enjoyed today's game. Make sure you head over to our YouTube channel, TV20 Cleveland, and subscribe to get the latest videos. I'm Christian Patterson. Thanks for watching TV20 Classic Sports.